Hello and welcome to my channel. I am going to share with you two new junk journals I made. This is for a friend who wanted me to make his granddaughter a graduation junk journal. So I'm making two so that way he can choose. This is actually the spine. This is the first time I've made a spine so wide. In fact, let me see how many inches it is. So it's about 5.5 inches, and you're probably wondering, why would I do that? Well, there's always a reason to my madness. So you can see it stands, by itself, and there's still a tie here in the front. And what I did was I left spaces in between each page. And if you've seen from my other videos, I do add a lot to my pages. So I wanted it to be big and enough room to add as many photos as his granddaughter wants. And then I also want to really embellish this with her name, her high school. So then this spine actually is going to be very significant when it's all done. So with that in mind, let's go ahead and do a flip through. As you might notice, this is a cozy cup holder like at Starbucks. There's a piece of leather and then this little tag here so you can slip in, maybe you want to say my journal or something. We haven't decided what to put in the middle. And then here's some ribbon behind and then ribbon here. And I have a few pieces left of this soft metal, so I decided to add it right there just to give it some creativity. So as I navigate through this journal, I hope I can do it justice. So this very first page, this is junk mail. I mentioned I use a lot of junk mail. This is actually a United Airlines flyer. The inside, I left some of the graphics from the flyer. So you might have noticed that I did use some Velcro. And then this is just a little flower, and I put some faux pearl on top. When you open it up, you have a really nice layout. I just bought this die cut from Temu, and it's a little cute envelope, and I love that. And then of course here's a place to journal. And then the inside you have a little pull out, and it says right here, make the time. And then on the inside of this, I just put another place to journal the memory. And then you can see I just added some scrapbook paper in the inside and the top. This is actually a negative from a die cut. I think that was a sun. I love to use the negatives because you can still add some creativity to a book. And then here's a die cut of a flower and then just places to put photos. So let me turn this page. So here on this side, it is junk mail. I think this is the Molly Duker flyer I have because you can tell it's really nice chipboard, and I think I could tell by the color. Then I added a die cut here. These corner pieces, also ordered those from Temu, and I just love them. Like you can see, there was a butterfly and there's just some flowers. So you're going to just see a variety of them as we go through this book. Right here it says, today will be great. And this is just a hat pin, and I just added in there. I have so many of these, so I decided to use it there. I also use some glitter glue. I just love the way that looks. So I added it here in the hearts and then just outlined this heart. And then there's a place to journal. Right here it says home sweet home, and then places to add pictures. You might notice I have a lot of curves. That's actually how the scrapbook paper came, so I kept the curves just because I like that. So let's go to the next two pages. So this section here is for the dad. It says, love you, Dad. When you open this up, places to add photos, and then places in the back as well. And then I hand sewed it there, and here's just a little tuck. And then some other places to add photos, and right there's just a little top hat. So you can see right here, I hand sewed this on the next page, and you could just see it on the back. I like the way that looks, so I just leave it, and I just decorate around. So this is for the mom, and it says right here, forever grateful for my mom, and just a neat layout. And then you open up here, places to put photos on the top and the bottom, and then also right in here you can add photos. And then you can see right there is the glitter glue, and then some more lace. I used a lot of lace in this book. You're going to see that as well. This is from Costume Jewelry, and it was a box, and it had some felt. So I said, oh, okay, that'll be nice to cut out and put on this side. Up here in the top, you might notice some glitter. That came from the glitter glue. I just kind of smeared it around. I did it here on the sides as well. It says, love this. I like putting tabs. They don't really represent anything. I just like to add tabs. I think you've noticed that from my other journals. On this side, I have some butterflies. Here's one of my embossing folders, and I colored the butterfly. And it says, brand spanking new day, places to put photos. And I found this, I think they're earrings, and then I used one of my embossing pins, and then I added some beads on that. I think I got this from a yard sale, so it's nice and fun. On this side, it's for sisters. And then I put the sunglasses here, and then here's a little flip up to add photos there. And this next side, I have this other scrapbook paper I found at a yard sale, and it has this really nice texture. I'm not sure if you can see it right there, but it's really nice texture. So how cute to use it for a little tuck or an envelope. And then you pull this out. I'm sure this is from junk mail because it's nice and strong and sturdy. And then I just put a little embossing pin there in the top, some ribbon. And right here it says, all I need is love. And then a place to journal. And then this right here is a new die cut that I got from Temu. And I really like it. I love the flowers. So of course you always have to put some scrapbook paper behind it. Here's a little tab. You lift it up. Here's another flower. And then again, I get the glitter glue and I just kind of just rub it around just to give it that shine. Place to journal, and then down here, place to put photos, and then here's another die cut. I did get those die cuts too from Temu, and you probably get tired of me saying that, but I just like Temu. I think their prices are inexpensive, and I get them in a timely manner, so I'll try not to say their name too often. Okay, here's another die cut. Again, you could just put the scrapbook paper behind it when you open it up. Here's a scrapbook paper that I put behind this, pictures there. And then up here, it's just an airplane, and I split it between these two pages. So here's an airplane, and it has a banner going across that says hooray. And then I did some layering here with some ribbon, different kinds of ribbons, some butterflies, and this is a button. You pull this out. I did a different type of layout, so I put ribbon over here on this side, and then I layered this paper in. So there's a heart, another heart, place to journal. Oh, there's another one there. And then other places to add. So right here it says, many thanks, so magical, believe. And then I added some washi tape in those areas. This is probably going to be a long flip through just because I have so many different things I added to it. So for instance, here's a die cut. And then here's a turn, and then you have places to add photos there. And then here I put the ribbon behind this so I can highlight that die cut, or actually that's an edger. So I just like to do that so you can see here's a ribbon, and then here's the edger, and then here's that fancy kind of curved paper. On this side I have a tab, but I also have an owl right here. Let me see if I can bring that up close. You can see how cute that owl is, and then I just put some string in there, and then you flip this up. And you have another flip here, and it says, good things take time. And right here it says, life is an adventure. And then you close it, and then you have the sun here with some clouds. And that's nice and textured. So let's flip this next one over. And this one's simple. I mean, it just has two flips with tabs, and they're butterflies. So you have places to have photos here and here. If my friend chooses this journal for his granddaughter, I'll probably add more personalized stuff on I call it the white space. So we'll see what happens. Okay, now I'm into getting junk mail and using the vellum and then decorating around it, and then you have a little tuck. So if you have something here like a photo, you can see what that is. So I really like that. And then you could put photos here as well. So I have two tags, places to journal the memory, and then here in the front, places to put the pictures. I just like the way that it looks, and I just like this ribbon. On this side, here's some more textured scrapbook paper. Added some ribbons, so you lift it up here. And then there's just a simple layout to add photos, and right here it says dream, believe, do, and repeat. Okay, this is just a section for friends. These little cute girls, my sister has a whole bunch of these, so she gave me those, and I thought how fitting for someone who's in high school. And it says, thank you for walking beside me and being my friend. And right here it says, let's do this. So you have places to put photos here and here. And this says, there are so many beautiful reasons to be happy. And then I had these letters. Okay, so I love this. My sister gave me this idea. It's just getting your greeting cards, because I have tons of them, and then just decorating them. So back here is some really nice ribbon that I got in Galveston, Texas. And then what you do is you cut out the queens, and then see this pretty lace here? I just love that. My sister had that, so she gave me some. Look at how pretty that looks. So then when you put your pictures in, so you have places to put photos in the back, so you can flip it either way, and you just tuck it in. And then I just had some colored brads to put them in for the heart or the spade. So I just like that. And then here's an envelope, and then I added some glitter glue there and some little hearts on top. And then here's a little pull out. And I'm really liking these embroidery pins, so you can just pull them out. I think that's what they're called, embroidery pins. If they're not, please let me know. And then just some flowers in the top, so you can add photos and tuck this in. And then here's an extra envelope I had. And then I put this in here, and there's some little hearts with keys, and then a bead, and I hand sewed it across. So places to put photos in the front and the back. So you just tuck that in. On this side, here's one of my embossing folders, and I just colored it in because there were flowers. Right here, you lift it up, it says work hard, stay humble. And those are just some coffee pots. And right here it says have courage and be kind. And I added some washi tape, and I just layered it with some extra scrapbook paper I had. Okay, this is some of that really nice scrapbook paper I found from a yard sale. So it has this really nice graphics, and then it has some glitter on it. So I did some layering looks here, so you can pull out on the top and the bottom. So you have a pull-out card here with a tab, and then you have another one here that you can add photos in the front and back. So you just tuck them in here and here. And then on this side, here's a little bumblebee, and put photos in the back. And then here's just another one. Another embossing folder, and I just did a layering look. It says good times take time. And look at this, then you have another place to open up. And then right here it says spread your wings and fly. And this is from a box that I got that didn't really fit, so I just cut the top out because you can still see this really. I think that's like vellum, and you can just tuck in whatever tag you want in there, and you can see right there, there's those cute edgers that I got from Temu. That one has some little flowers, and I think this one has roses, so really pretty. And then I put hearts here. I bought a bunch of these little wood hearts, and I just colored them with my fluorescent pen. It says right here, find joy in the ordinary. Here's more of that ribbon that I bought from Galveston. I just fell in love with it. Look at how detailed it is. So I put the ribbon here, and then I just outlined it with some other smaller ribbon. So there's just a little tuck, and then you have these two cute little tags. So great places to add photos. And then just tuck these in. I did put some canvas behind this just to give it some strength. And on this side, there's one of those embossing pins, and I just put a key there. And I believe you can open this up. So you open it up, and you put more photos there. And then you turn this way, and then here's the other side of that. And you can see right here, I sewed it down. So I scored it, and then I sewed it so you can have a flip on this side and a flip on this side. And I used some glitter glue on the corners of these. I used my edger, and then I added glitter glue. And here's a piece of canvas. I used that with one of my die cuts, and it's just a cup of coffee, and it has some hearts, and there's some faux pearls, and it says beautiful, and you are amazing. And then when you open it up, there's some more room to add photos. Let me turn it this way. This was actually from a card, and I just loved it, and it says best love. You lift it up, put a tab, and then here's some more of that inside of the card. And then there's that soft middle. I think I have just a little bit left, but I just love it because it adds so much creativity to a junk journal. And then there's some more of those die cut tags. Look how pretty those are. That one has some flowers on it. And then up here, it's just a nice design. And this is also some junk mail, and I used it just as a tuck. And then you have some pullouts here. I put some heart brads in there, so places to put photos in the front and back. So this is the last page, and there's that really nice scrapbook paper I mentioned earlier. It says celebrate. You open it up, places to put photos. I did use glitter glue around this flower, and then I had a little bit of this ribbon left. It says bloom where you're planted, and there's some more ribbon. And you may have noticed when I turn the pages, I put washi tape between each section. So I think it's 1/4 of an inch. So as you can see, there's just so much room to add memories. So this is the first graduation junk journal I made for my friend. So let me know what you think about the wide binding, just the layout style. Is this fitting for a high school student? So any comments that you give me will be greatly appreciated. And of course, I will personalize it once I get photos. So I hope you like it. Please like and subscribe, and definitely add some comments. Thank you so much, and you have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.